two questions about the same topic. So I visited some people who are Muslim, but they have a dog in their house. I didn't know they have a dog, and they let the dog
Mhm.
like run everywhere in the house.
Mhm.
So now I want to know like the clothes that was wearing, if they are like, if I need to wash them in a specific way, because I read different things on the internet, but I don't know the right way to do it. What,
طيب.
that's my first question.
Got your
And
question.
my
Got your
second
question, Iman.
my
Before
sec-
you present your second question, if you have any, solid objects and solid impurities do not transmit the impurity. Only wet ones, like dogs themselves. The impurity of the dogs, according to the vast majority of the scholars, is in the saliva. Based on the hadith, إذا ولغ الكلب في إناء أحدكم فليغسله سبعا إحداهن بالتراب. So the impurity is in the wetness of the mouth, the tongue, the saliva, and so on. So if the dog touches any part of my clothes with the body, with the fur, this is not impure. I don't have to wash my clothes. Okay. What if the dog has been licking his body and then it touched my body or my clothes? Then I have gained the impurity as well because of the moist, which was as a result of licking its body. The effective cause is in the najasa, in the saliva. So the dog has been running around everywhere in the house. I sat on a couch. Was it dry or solid or moist? Well, it was simply dry. Then you're clean. You don't have to wash your clothes. But what happened is at the time of the prayer, you're not allowed to pray on the carpet or the rugs which they spread because for certain it has been moist and it has been soiled with the impurities of the saliva of the dog. So if it is a prayer time and I want to pray, I should spread the janamas, clean one, and pray on top of it. Because as-salah requires the purity of the body, the clothes, and the spot on which I'm offering the prayer. Iman, do you have another question?
yes, it's about the prayers. Like I didn't understand the last part of your what you said, but like when it was time to pray, like I knew that my clothes at that time were pure, and they they had like so I took one of their prayer racks. They were folded, and I prayed on it. So like I'm not. I don't think the dog has ever run on the prayer rack, but I'm not 100% sure. So I don't know if I need to repeat it or.
Absolutely. No, you don't have to repeat it. You repeat it once you're told, oh, oops, even the prayer rug, the dog was lying on it. Then sorry. But if they give you the prayer rug, they're Muslims. You know, we are required to uphold the ties of our kinship and visit them, even if they are involved in major sins. Even if they keep a dog at home, and we are required to continue paying them the sincere advice. Here is a question. What if after I prayed, they said, well, unfortunately, the prayer rug too was najis. Do I have to repeat the prayer? The answer is no. So after I finished my namaz, after I finished and I got through with my prayer, if I figured out that my clothes had some impurities and I didn't know, or the spot on which I was praying was not clean and I didn't know, or even I was not facing the Qibla and I didn't know, the prayer is valid and you don't have to repeat the prayer. When do I have to repeat the prayer? We said there are three conditions, prerequisites. The tahara, the purity of one's body. So either wudu or ghusl whenever it is required. The clothes and the spot on which I'm offering the prayer. With regards to one's clothes, shoes, and the spot on which you're offering the prayer, if after you finish the prayer, you realize that it wasn't clean, you don't have to repeat the prayer, it's valid. But if you remember after you finish the prayer, oh my God, I actually needed to perform ghusl and I just made wudu. The prayer is invalid and you will have to repeat. After I finish my prayer, I remember last I went to the bathroom and I didn't make wudu. You will have to redo the prayer because you haven't prayed yet. So this distinction that you're talking about between the purity of al-mahal or the clothes versus the body, where did you bring it from? I'll tell you. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam once was leading the prayer, and they used to pray in their shoes. So while praying, he took off his shoes and he took them away. So the companions, all of them started taking off their shoes and they threw them away, took them away while praying. After he turned around, after concluding the prayer, he saw everybody's shoes were ahead of them. Why did you take off your shoes? He asked. They said, we have noticed you've taken your shoes off in the prayer, so we thought Allah has revealed to you that do not pray in your shoes. He said, no, none of that had happened. What happened is Jibreel alayhi salam came to me and informed me that your shoes, the sole of your shoes have some najasa, impurity. So I took them off in order to pray in tahara, which means the part during which he was wearing his shoes while they were not clean, they were not tahir, is still valid. But An-Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam narrated in the hadith with regards to the tahara of the body, لا يقبل الله صلاة بغير طهور. Allah will not accept any prayer which is offered without purity of the body. Wudu, if it is a minor impurity, answer the call of nature. Ghusl, if it was a major impurity like sexual contact or sexual discharge or after the menses of a woman. Do you have